All right, everybody, welcome back to rows 1 through 10. I'm back again, Derek Self here, along with my co-host Bailey Watson. And we're back here,
Damn,
episode
name dropping me.
name dropping, doxing him live on the pod here. But we're back here, episode 164, to talk about the weekend that was at Homestead, Miami Speedway. It was a great weekend of racing. Um, Obviously, we've seen some Darlington throwbacks, so I'm sure we'll talk about those a little bit. Couple
Mm,
fire schemes in there.
mm, mm-hmm.
And then obviously we'll break down what we expect to see at Martinsville this weekend. Triple header up at the short track. So
I know what
yeah,
I'm going to see on Saturday.
what's that?
I said I know I'm going to see on Saturday.
Oh shit!
I'm going to see old two-time become a three-time winner.
Oh, double A.
That's besides the point though. We'll save that for later. But I know exactly what's going to happen.
Go ahead and lock it in, folks.
Oh, I'm
That
going to.
lock it in on a Wednesday. How you doing though, Bailey?
Man, good. Ain't much going on, man. I haven't done much. I've been off work for like the past 2 days in a row, so it's just been sitting here playing iRacing.
Nice.
So
Not a bad time
get
for that.
getting my ass kicked. That's pretty much all I've been doing. I just get upset with the game. I take like an hour break and I get back to it, get upset again, race again, get wrecked, get upset. My I rating has dropped like fucking .18.
Mm.
I think I haven't really went up. I'm at like 2.06 now in C class, and yeah, I was a little bit higher. So trying to get to B class, but I think it's gonna happen anytime soon. But
It's always a grind.
what about you?
Not too much, man. I was over, been working a lot. Worked Saturday, and then after work, I went over to my parents' house. We celebrated my nephew's third birthday party, so that was a good time.
Oh,
And then just been watching a lot of racing. Obviously, had some late night F1 or early morning F1, however you want to look at it.
dude, I couldn't even say. I stayed up the whole entire night. I woke up at 5 a.m., went to work for 11 hours, went home, stayed up the whole time, played games, wasn't even tired. I get in bed and I get comfy to watch the race. Dude, two
Pass
laps in,
out,
out,
gone.
out. I was sitting there and I watched the first two laps and I woke up like 7 a.m. and I was like,
What
fuck, man.
happened?
So I went on my F1 app and I looked and saw who, like, what the finishing order was. And I was like, Ferrari did all right.
Yeah,
Haas did really well.
yeah.
And I was kind of happy. And then I woke up at like 11 o'clock and I saw that both Ferraris were disqualified. Pierre was disqualified, and I was like, "Well, fuck me, man."
Yeah, definitely not the way you wanted to wake up after that. But it was kind
Nah,
of an
but Haas
uneventful
Haas was
race.
fifth and eighth,
Yeah, really good
so
race
I
for
was
them.
happy.
From what I saw, it was a pretty uneventful race. Um, I woke up about halfway and I was listening to it more than watching it. I'll
Mhm.
put it that way. Um,
Closing your eyes.
I closed my eyes and listened to it. Yeah, it was nice. But I listened to a good bit of the second half of it and just not. It wasn't much going on. Not very eventful. So yeah. I guess the
Got some
next
news coming out
race
of F1
is
though this weekend.
yeah. We go ahead and talk about that.
Fuck yeah.
Liam Lawson getting the can after 2 races at
The
Red Bull.
shortest Red Bull stint ever. Compared to who was it? I think Pierre Gasly was second. I think he lasted 12 races. Alex Albon lasted 20 something.
What about
And
Daniel
Daniel,
Kvyat?
yeah, he was 26 races.
Was he
Yeah, I actually have a Kvyat hat. Believe it or
hmm,
not, I have an old 20 like 15 Kvyat hat. I think it is.
the torpedo?
Yeah, because that was who I don't know if people don't know that. That's who Max took over for because they canned him, and then Kelly PK left Daniel Kvyat and got with Max and pretty much took Kvyat's daughter. And
I thought that was Pierre's daughter.
no, it's Kvyat's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Kvyat had a kid with Kelly PK,
Damn, took his girl
and
and
then
his job.
right after he got canned from Red Bull, pretty much I think it was like a year stint. But then they got together, and then pretty much Kvyat doesn't see the kid much from what I know of.
Mm.
But yeah, Liam got the can, which we'll see how this does. I mean, this is really going to show us if that car is that hard to drive or what. Because Yuki has, for one, never done bad at his home track. He's never done bad in Japan. Um, and it's just going to show us if that car is impossible for him to drive, then you can tell that car is focused around Max and no one else. So this is really going to show if they made the wrong decision canning Liam or what. But I mean, the biggest thing is you got to get the fuck out of Red Bull Academy. Red Bull Academy does nothing for you.
No.
They will do nothing for you, and that's the biggest thing that people are. I think they're finally starting to understand is Red Bull Academy fucking sucks. So
Yeah.
Alpine's done well. They have like 4 reserve drivers right now, on top of the 2 drivers they have right now. So those people are fucking dispensable. They can can you anytime they
Will
want.
be what 4 more seats though available in the next year or 2 years?
Well, you got Cadillac coming in, so there's 2 open.
Cadillac and Audi.
No, Audi's they're secured.
Oh, okay,
Both their drivers this year only signed because they're going to Audi next year. So that's why Nico only went to Sauber and didn't stay with Haas,
gotcha.
because he signed a 2-year deal. So he's got 1 year to struggle, and then next year hopefully to do better.
Hmm.
And then I think there's a couple of contracts on 1 year, like 1 year deals. So I think Yuki was on a 1 year. I know Fernando this is his last year. Kimi and George are locked in. Hamilton's locked in. Charles is locked in. Max is until next season. I think Williams only on 1 year. Lance Stroll's never leaving Austin Martin. Speaking of Lance Stroll, goddamn, P6 and P8, 2 races in a row. I don't understand all the Stroll hatred that people have. I get it. If we're talking about previous seasons, I do get it.
I think it's just everything.
But a P6 and a P8, and you can't say they were luck either. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
But 2 in a row?
Some
Keep in
would
mind,
say
he
it's
does have a podium on his
Again,
record too,
I
and he
mean,
does have a
who's
pole.
I don't think he's a terrible driver, but it's just everything. Your dad owning the team and this
Yeah.
the whole thing, the whole bit. You know what I mean? It's just quintessential.
If it was
F1.
me, I would keep him in this seat, see how he does for this year. If not, bring in Felipe Drugovich. I fucking love Felipe. That's the reserve driver, by the way. But I fucking loved him in F2.
I mean, you keep him around as long as those checks keep clearing.
Well,
You know what I mean?
with Fernando leaving too, I mean, possibly. Sorry, he hasn't really said. He said last year that it was his last year, but no one really. He hasn't said anything this season. But still, with Fernando leaving, that's opening up a seat in Aston Martin, possibly.
Yeah.
And the regulation
So
changes.
A lot of big stuff moving and shaking there.
But we have no race this weekend though, so
No race
it's
this
on next week.
Big race at Japan in a few weeks, so I'm sure we'll talk about that next week leading into the race. But
Oh god,
yeah,
yeah.
glad we could talk about the weekend that was in China. But yeah, on to Miami, I guess. Triple header weekend. What'd you
On the
think?
truck race was good.
It was good.
I did like the
Enjoyed it.
battles that they had, and I did like what happened later on in the race where Corey Haim's truck was just losing fucking power, and he'd get back up and then lose power again, then get back up and lose power again.
Yeah.
You got to feel for the man because he experienced that 2 days in a row. Because same shit happened to him on Saturday too. I don't know if you heard that happen at least, but
I mean, he wasn't obviously nearly in contention like he was on Friday night, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
No, yeah, I mean, definitely hate it for him having that 2 issues in a row, but
shout out Lane
Friday
Riggs.
Friday night, Lane Riggs had a piece, but Friday night was just a great race. I mean, I really enjoyed that race. Corey Haim was pretty much the dominant truck. Kyle Larson was doing Kyle Larson things, but I don't think Kyle Larson was going to win had Corey Haim not had those issues.
And they were racing clean though. That was what I really enjoyed too.
Well, and
seeing
I
like a
did
young
too. I
buck
loved-
going up against that.
It reminded me of like Daniel Suarez versus Kyle Busch in like the Xfinity series. You know what I mean? Like just like 2 guys going at it, and finally Corey Haim had some competition to his level. Was definitely fun to watch those 2 battle throughout the night. It seemed like Corey obviously had the better truck on the shorter run, but Kyle Larson on the long run definitely made it work. That was exciting finish. I think it was like 2 or 3 laps to go was when Corey Haim had that issue and Larson took the lead.
Brandon Jones just poking around the whole race. So my damn prediction, well, one of my underdog predictions was just kind of shit. He stayed consistent. He's top 10 the whole time mostly. Poked around a little bit, but that truck was fucking beautiful, man.
It was definitely
fucking
very
beautiful.
early 2000s, 90s.
Yes. Yes.
Kingsford truck.
God, man.
Didn't get much better than that. With a single digit number on there, it looked great.
I'm curious, like, what the fuck is it with these Tricon drivers? Like, I mean, is Corey Haim just that good?
I mean, you would think because he's already got that Cup contract basically signed, sealed, delivered. You know what I mean? Like,
but still, it's like, why the fuck is why is the whole other part of the team just?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna say because
I think we
Tony's a
would see
woman.
that
I'm not
if-
gonna say because Tony's a woman, but then she's running back at the pack every week. I mean, we saw that in Atlanta. She wasn't even full throttle in Atlanta.
No.
And then Brandon
But
Jones just
Heim
kind
is
of
the
booked
only
around.
one really in contention every week. It's every
Exactly.
week.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's every week though with his truck. It's
And that's what I'm
consistent, and
saying.
like no one else is like. I mean, you got Taylor. Is it Tanner? Tanner Gray. Taylor's in Xfinity.
Yep.
Tanner Gray also, and then you got fuck, who's that young guy?
Zawalage?
Uh-uh.
No.
Number 17, I think.
Hang on.
Gio.
Gio Zero. Yeah.
Yeah, Gio. I mean, he's been hyped up as hell. But I mean, I get we're only like what 4 truck races in, but still, I mean, it kind of makes you scratch your head. I mean, even last season you could say the same thing. I mean, Dean Thompson should have
Yeah, I
ran
mean,
better.
you imagine like if Corey Heim leaves, that organization moves on to bigger and better things.
They
They're
got
gonna run
nothing.
like shit.
They
Yeah,
got
who you gonna
nothing.
put in that truck? I mean, Toyota better find the next guy.
That's what I'm saying.
To get in that truck. But
And
no,
you
that's
gotta
an
like,
interesting point. I would love to see Corey Heim in a Gibbs Xfinity car.
ooh.
I mean, I feel like he would smoke the field, right? Like
I don't know why they keep putting him with. I mean, I get Sam Hunt. They're more of a developmental program.
Him and Ty have beef from
Oh
way
yeah,
back
true,
in the day.
true. I forgot. So they wouldn't even put
So
him
I
over
think,
there.
yeah, I think there's like basically a no go over there. Like his basically only shot at a cup ride would be 2311 or Legacy.
Ooh, Legacy ain't doing that.
Yeah, Legacy. You better hope for 2311, buddy.
I don't see John Hunter or Eric going anywhere. Eric, I think he's locked in with Legacy. I never see Eric leaving Legacy unless he gets a better opportunity.
Nah, he's a
But I don't
company
see that
guy.
happening.
I don't see him making a lateral move anywhere.
Eric's growing on me, man. He's just kind of consistent.
I've always liked him.
Not
I
good,
really liked
but
him when
like,
he was at Gibbs.
oh god, yeah, in the 20, dude, he should
Well,
have
even
got
in
canned for the 20.
Xfinity, even Xfinity days, I really liked him. You know, when he came up through Kyle Busch.
My buddy's a big Legacy fan. He fucking loves Legacy. He loves Eric. Like, I mean, the biggest Eric Jones fan you'll ever see in your life. I need to have him on here one day. But I have a Legacy hat that I rep because of him sometimes. So I'll wear it whenever Michigan race comes around because I'll either wear Brad
Shit,
or I'll wear Eric.
remember he was in the 77 Furniture Row.
He
Don't
was.
forget, he almost won Bristol one year.
Did he?
Rookie year, fall Bristol.
man.
Yeah, he ran top 5 Bristol all night. Should have won that race probably. I could have won that race.
I don't know. It's just something about Eric. Just I'm not gonna sit here and say I like him. I'm just saying like I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care to. I wouldn't care to like have if I needed another driver. I wouldn't mind to have him as the other driver. But I don't need any more. I got my 3.
But either way, Friday night, great truck race at Homestead. And you had to expect that was going to be a good show, especially with Kyle Larson in there. But yeah, Kyle Larson picking up the win, led 20 laps. Lane Riggs finishing second.
Coming back from 5 seconds behind with like fucking 6 laps to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck,
and
man.
then Corey Heim. Did they take tires on that last stop, I guess, Riggs?
I don't remember. I don't think
remember
so.
exactly what happened. But
I
either
don't
way.
think so. Chandler Smith, too. Another
Corey
top
Heim.
10.
Yep, Chandler Smith. Good run in that 38 truck.
Per usual.
But yeah, good truck race on Friday.
Fuck yeah. Are they running again this weekend?
Trucks?
Yeah.
I think so. I think Friday night truck show.
I can't think if they.
1 second.
Yeah.
Yes, Friday night, 7:30.
Who won this one last year? Was it I think it was Eckes. I can't remember this race. I think Eckes won this race last year. I think it was Eckes and Ham because they were that was the the race later in the year. That was the race later in the year because I remember Eckes and Ham were beating the fuck out of each other.
Might have been Majeski. Or was there a cup guy in the field?
Last year I don't remember.
Who was in like the 7 truck? Here, I'll look it up right now.
Probably, I think the only person that ran the 7 was Kyle. If I'm not mistaken. Because he ran it at Texas in 1, and he ran it.
Christian Eckes swept the year.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought Eckes won because I remember watching this race.
Ty Majeski second.
Mm.
It was Sammy Smith in the 7.
Oh, fuck. I don't know how. Well, I mean, that's Sammy Smith.
Yeah, TMC on the side of it.
Sexy scheme. I like the throwback.
Yeah. All right, well, on to Saturday's Xfinity race. What'd you think of that?
Man, honestly, I'm trying to think about it, but
I mean,
I don't even remember much.
Kyle Larson show
Oh
should
yeah,
have
true.
been
He was just
Kyle
running away
Larson
with
win. I mean,
he
yeah,
was
it
running
was
away with
he led 132 laps.
to that
That's
last restart.
he should have swept the weekend if
Sam Mayer got in the
we're
fucking
really
ass
talking
of him.
about it. Yeah, Sam Mayer dropped the ball there. Big drop there. I mean, yeah, Kyle Larson led over half the race, 132 laps at 200. Um, so yeah, it wasn't much to talk about. I mean, you
I
had the
don't even remember
usual
much, honestly.
suspects. It wasn't much going on. You had Allgaier up there, run top 5 all day. Austin Hill ran top 5 all day.
Oh, and his
Um,
tires were fucking bad too. Jeez, I
yeah,
remember that. Yeah,
yeah.
his tires were cording like a motherfucker. Because they were like, no, they're not, and then they put him on. They pitted them, and then like 5 laps later, the reporters went down there and they're like, yep, you can see the cording, and I was like, it's crazy to me how drivers can sense that.
Yep.
Like they have that sense of like the smallest thing you could feel it in your car, and like exactly what it is. Um, that's always been the coolest thing to me is how they know that, like they can feel it in their car,
Yeah.
and it just shows how dialed in they are with their own machine, like
Mm-hmm.
how much they really know about it, and that shows how good of a driver you are. I mean, when you know your car is doing certain things to you at times like this on a track where it eats up your tires, it's important to relay that information. And even though he said he was going slow, he was still putting in the fastest lap time on the track at the time.
I mean,
But
you go slow to go fast.
yeah, I mean,
You
because
know?
they were sitting there, they were like, "Well, he says his tires are cording, but he just put in the fastest lap time on the track."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "No, I didn't believe him either." And then I saw it, and I was like, yep." But
But yeah, shout out to Justin Allgaier, got the win.
back to back,
Back to back.
could
Big
go,
win for
could go
him.
back to back to back. Honestly, this weekend
It very well could.
could.
He's
I
definitely
see.
good player there at Martinsville.
There's always 4 key players. You got Allgaier, Austin Hill. I'd say Sheldon Creed, and then I'd put Eric up there. I think those would be your top 4 players.
Yeah.
I see Jesse Love poking around a little bit, but I don't expect much.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I mean, I said I don't really have much other from Saturday other than Sam Mayer kind of fucked it up and jacked up kind of forklift Kyle Larson there on the last restart and had him all jacked up and couldn't get going. And that was allowed Justin Allgaier to get by there on the outside. And that was all she
Larson will
wrote.
have to sweep again in Bristol here in 2.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Not again. So I feel like I don't think he's going to get it done in Bristol though.
I don't either. I mean,
I
I'm
don't.
here for it. I'm excited for it, but it's so hard to do.
Truck
I
race,
mean, that
yes.
makes it
Xfinity,
show.
no.
It shows how impressive Kyle Busch is
Oh
because he
God,
has
yeah.
done it
Two
twice.
times, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm here for it. I really hope Kyle Larson is able to do it. I mean, other than Kyle Busch, I still would be like
Oh,
he has the record because he did it twice.
speaking of Kyle Busch, I need to see where. Did they say anything
Him
about?
and Brexton are racing tonight. I'm sure that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've been keeping somewhat tabs on it.
I was trying to see if there's any update on it.
Let me see if I can
Okay.
find a link for you, bud. We can tune
Are they running
into it.
sprint cars right now?
It's like quarter midgets.
Are they doing Legends cars too? Because in that video they posted, it was the Legends cars
Yeah,
too.
Brexton's gonna be running Legends, I think, a lot this year. Like,
Okay.
and then Kyle Busch, I'm sure will run some as well.
I bet Brexton's gonna win. If Brexton wins, it beats his dad. That's
It'd be so funny.
that'd be bad. That'd be
It would
bad.
be bad. Be funny
But
as shit though.
I don't see Larson doing it. I see him winning the trucks in Bristol. Xfinity, he won't win. And then Cup, he very well has a chance, but JGR is gonna win the Cup race. I feel like Denny's gonna win the Cup race, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him. Denny's gonna do the I beat your favorite driver again. At first, I hated that when I was there, and then it kind of grew on me. I'm like, man, that's a hell of a thing to say when you win. I was
Oh,
like,
a tagline.
that's kind of cold because of course, we were at that race. I think you were there too.
I was not at that one.
You weren't?
Not
I
there.
think that was the one Ty Gibbs ran like top 3 all night, and then kind of
Sounds
just
about
faded
right.
away. 'Cause that was the tire fadeaway race.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the. Also, speaking of that, option tire again this weekend.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's what Bob posted the other day.
Mm. Okay. I mean,
if I'm not
I
mistaken.
would.
So they said they had 2 sets of tires, but I could entirely be wrong.
2 sets of option tires.
hmm
Hmm. All right. Well, nothing else from Xfinity. Shout out Allgaier. Shout out Kyle Larson. Should have won. I guess on the Cup.
Hell yeah.
All right. I mean,
I
what
just
you
want to
think of
say a
that?
quick word.
Go ahead.
That fucking scheme is terrible. I don't know what the hell Hendrick was thinking. You come out with 2 fucking bangers and you drop that thing. Have you
You
seen it?
talking about Chase Elliott's?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
God damn, that's bad.
It's
That's
not
fucking
great.
no.
I
Sorry, but
mean, but it's not Hendrick. I think it's more on the sponsor than the
yeah,
individual.
yeah, yeah. It's all on you first, without a doubt. Um,
So way to go, Universe.
way to ruin a good throwback scheme. I'm also trying to find. Um,
It would have sold way more merch if it was done properly.
oh god, that 5 is fucking beautiful though.
5 is amazing. I mean, I
Oh,
wasn't blown away with the 24. I feel like it's just because it's like it's only 10 years ago. I'm just like, eh. Like it looks great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, as far as a throwback, it's okay. It's great. It's good.
oh shit. Also news. Austin Hill, the Cup 5 races announced. I don't know if you saw that
I
or
did
not.
see that in the
We got
33.
Darlington, Chicago, Daytona, Bristol Fall, Dega Fall.
Nice.
So, don't see him do anything besides poking around in P33 the whole time. So he'll be back there racing Cody Ware and SVG.
And Kyle Busch.
I'm trying to find this
Um.
damn tweet.
Yeah, but anyways, like I said, we can move on to Sunday's race while you look for that
Oh,
option
wait,
tires.
never mind. Tires for Martinsville this weekend are the same as November. No 2 different versions of tires this weekend, and not expected to have teams choose among 2 versions, primary and an option, during the race again this year. So, sorry, I'm wrong.
No option tires. Okay.
Yes, no option tires, which is good. Which is good.
It
Could be
is
good or
good.
could be bad. Martinsville's
Yeah,
very hit or miss.
I feel like Martinsville Fall was a step in the right direction. I would like to see where the tires are at now. Maybe it's the same tire. I mean, obviously, say it's the same tire code as last year. So, um, yeah, I mean, maybe with it a little bit warmer, it should help lay some more rubber.
It's what gets me with Martinsville, man. It burnt me. Was the Hendrick 1-2-3, man? It fucking hurt to watch that live in person and be there, and it just
I mean, did you expect anything less on their
I
40th
know,
anniversary or
but
whatever it
still,
was?
it was like getting a a needle and just like poking your heart
Oh,
multiple
I mean,
times.
I'm with you. It
You
was
know,
horrible to watch. And
it was hard to
then they
watch.
had
It
all
was such
those
a
damn
bad
fans
race.
on the backstretch. It was like,
Oh my god! And then
keeps
see
pushing
Byron with the
away.
fucking clock right there in front of me.
Yep.
I'm just like, man. And then
But I mean,
SHR
I
was
said
running up front
I
all night, but
didn't expect anything less. If
no,
I'm to be
we're
honest.
branching off here. We'll say that for later.
Yeah, back to Miami. I said I thought Sunday's race was really good. I mean, felt like an old school race. Um, I mean, Ryan Blaney was a dominant car. It seems like, but sometimes dominant car doesn't always win.
I was so
Made
happy. I was so happy.
I was not. I had money on Ryan Blaney, so I
Oh,
was quite upset.
I am.
Um,
I'm always content with the Ryan Blaney DNF.
but I was able to at least break even for the day, so I was like not too upset. But yeah, heartbreaker for Ryan Blaney after pretty much dominating the first 2 stages.
hmm
Just something went kaboom, big blow up there.
Him,
Um,
Bowman, Bubba.
but yeah, then it opened up the race for everybody. I mean, you had Bubba up there who looked like he was gonna win. I think he led the most laps since Texas of 2023, maybe.
I think it was 22 was his win. No,
No, Kansas would have been his win,
yeah, Kansas. I'm sorry.
but
Sorry. Yeah.
I think he led a lot of laps at Texas that year. So, um, yeah, great run for Bubba. I thought he was going to win in that Columbia scheme. That was a great looking race car.
That
And
was sexy.
then I thought my guy Bowman was going to get it done, which would have been, I feel like, a surprise to everybody. But then here comes Larson when the pay window opens, doing Larson things. And I mean,
See Jeff Gordon's reaction afterwards too. Like whenever Bowman hit the wall, he was like,
it's just like, what do you do?
he's like, "Fuck, man."
I mean, that's how it is. Like when you got a guy like Larson that's so good at Homestead closing
hmm
on you and making up ground. you can't help but mirror drive. I mean, there's nothing you can do. You know, you have to just you're looking in the mirror more than you're looking out the windshield, and you're gonna make mistakes. Um, but yeah, I thought Bowman had it there for a little bit, but Larson pulls it off in the last couple laps there. For what should have been a weekend sweep. It was the 2 out of 3, unfortunately. Shout out Sam Mayer.
I feel like Larson always finds a way to get fucked. Like it's Charlotte. He gets fucked with the rain with the double, and then he gets fucked on Saturday because it's Sam Mayer.
Yo,
And what's going to be next? Is he going to get fucked in
well,
Bristol?
that's what it was Friday. He spun. He sent it in
Oh,
there
he
like a
did.
dumbass. He
Yeah,
stepped on his own dick and
yeah,
ended up having to come back to the field. That's what it
yep.
was.
Because he put on a fresh set while no one else had a fresh set on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it didn't
that's what
really
it was.
matter because he still had to go all the way through. But yeah. Anyways,
Sunday, it hurt me a little bit. Qualified second, fast ass car. You know,
yeah.
fuck man, I was happy. I was content. I was like, man, we might go back to back. I was like, fuck me. Um, Run super well. We stay consistent, stay in the top 8. I think after stage 1, tires fell off bad. But we stayed up there. I go upstairs to fold my laundry real quick, and I got the spotter radio on, and I'm just sitting there listening, and I hear Miles. He's on the radio. He's like, "Come back, come back, come back, come back." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So I run downstairs real quick to go look, and I just see our car fucking sideways, and then Joey also sideways, and I'm like, "Oh, so what happened here?" And of course, on the radio, they tell Josh he's clear to leave the pits, and whenever he leaves pits, just boom, right inside of Larson.
Yeah.
So it was a driver and a spotter error. I will say that it was kind of both.
It
But
was early on, yeah, with a lot of cars probably still in the lead lap. I feel like, I mean,
it was
that's
fuck Joey too.
was it
Really fucked Joey up.
well, I guess it wasn't a 2 tire stop, but I mean, that's to still have that. I
It
think
was a
that's
4-tire stop.
like I don't know if they said the 2nd or 7th most narrow pit road. It's definitely a
What?
narrow pit road at Homestead, and you got that outer wall there close to the racetrack. So yeah, I mean, tight quarters, and I
Bent
mean
to our
it's
right rear toe link and fucked us for the race too.
yeah, it just kills your day. I mean,
Yep.
where'd you finish?
P17.
I mean, honestly, for having a bent toe length, that's probably as best
We
as
were
you can
still
ask
we were
for.
still making speed though. Like it was the thing. Like we were moving through the pack because I mean after that we
Yeah,
were
but did
dead
you guys
last.
replace it?
No,
They didn't replace it.
nope.
Hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, it's
We didn't pit for repairs at all. We just pitted for tires and gas every time. So it was. I mean, I don't think it was bent that bad. Because we still had speed. So like we were still making up a lot of ground, and we were kind of stagnant right there once we got to like P16, P15. After I think it was at the end of stage 2, worked our way
did they
up again.
fix it when he came back to pit road or whatever?
I don't honestly I don't know. I didn't hear anything on the radio, so they might have without saying it, but
I mean, either way, for a bent toe length to come back and finish P17, I mean, that's kind of days you got to have if you want to make the playoffs. I mean, obviously you made the playoffs, but if you want to put yourself in a good position when you get there,
and we're set
and
up for
that regular
success
season
with
points fun.
having Martinsville coming up right here. I mean, short
Yeah.
track.
Oh
That's
yeah.
exactly our bread and butter, and
Especially if you're the way y'all are running, because I mean,
we proved on
before
a mile
that
and a half we
incident,
can.
y'all were running top 5, no problem. I mean, no problem running top 5 on Sunday.
It,
I was actually surprised. I mean, even after y'all qualified there, I was like, yeah,
oh, dude, I
you
know. In
can lay
practice,
down
we
a
were like
lap.
P32.
That's what I was like, yeah, you can lay down a lap or whatever. Maybe you caught a cloud or something. And I was like, okay. In fact, they did catch a cloud because who was third? Who started third? Was it Reddick?
Noah.
Either way,
Noah was on pole.
Noah should have had
Remember?
the pole. Yeah.
Yeah, he should have. And then the
And then the
clouds came
last
out, and
2
then
guys, yeah.
yeah.
So that's why I didn't buy it. Even on Sunday, I was like, I don't think Josh will run that great. I mean, maybe
Oh, we didn't have
right
the long run
outside the
speed at
top
all.
time.
We
But
didn't have the
yeah,
long run speed.
and then obviously you get some damage, it sets you back, and you're playing catch up from there. Shows you how
Well,
fast a good day can go sour.
we were good all the way up until that accident. Because, like I
Well,
said,
that's what I'm saying.
we
Y'all
were
were
staying
running
top 10.
top 5, top 7
Yeah.
all that whole run.
And then we had that damage, and that kind of fucked us. But I mean, if we can show that we can do that on a mile and a half, I don't want to imagine what we can do on a short track. Where shit that Josh did in that 4 car and put us up front and put us in contention in a shit car, I don't imagine what he can do in a race winning car right now. Like, I mean, look at Darlington last year. We finished what P2,
Mm-hmm. You're gonna see it this
won.
weekend.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like I'm excited for these short tracks. That's why I'm so excited for Bristol. Are you going? by the way?
I might be going this weekend, Sunday at least. Not Bristol.
Are you going to? So you're not going to Bristol?
Not Bristol, but I might be there this weekend.
Come on, you gotta go Bristol.
Nah.
Come on. Food City has tickets for $60 for the whole weekend.
Yeah, but it's so far.
Doesn't matter. You got a place to stay. Just hit me up.
It's about taking time off work and all that. I ain't
Oh
going
man,
all the way there.
it's like 2 days.
I'm good.
Tell them you're sick. You got diarrhea. You got cramps.
They'll know, bro.
You got cramps. That's all you gotta say. You got a place to stay at my house. My mom.
Maybe the night
dad's.
race.
Oh, the night race. I'll be there. I gave my girlfriend an ultimatum. I was like, if you're not gonna go to this race, you're going to the night race. And she said, I'm good. So I said, night race it is. So I'll make her go to a race. I don't care. She's going to a race with me, even if she hates it. Perks of
Hell
dating
yeah.
me.
There you go.
I'm making her go to at least one race. Because like Sundays, we don't spend any time together, so I'm gonna make sure that she at least goes for one. But
At least get one Sunday together.
damn straight. But nah, man, Penske looks strong. I mean, until Blaney blew up. I mean, which is, goddamn, it put a smile on my face. I fucking love it. We fucked over Joey hard. We fucked Joey hard with that spin because by the time Josh left, it was like what 4 wide right there. Because then Joey came out too.
Something like that.
Yeah, because Joey came out right after Josh because Josh hit Larson, put the hole in his skirt.
Which I'm surprised they didn't have more. Like that didn't affect that car more than it.
Oh, I know.
It looked like shit.
And it was the biggest thing. It was like, oh my god, how's Larson gonna run? Then he ran fine.
It had helped that car, if you ask me. Shit.
But fucked over Joey hard. So Penske just caught the god rod. Cindric was he was consistent. He was running. God, I don't know what the fuck it is with him. Like the past 2 seasons, it's like he's done jack fuck. And then he kind of comes out because I guess he knows. No, I wouldn't say he knows that he's battling for a job because I feel like he was really secure before, but I don't think he's as secure now with his dad gone. I don't think he's that secure in that 2-seat. But I mean, he's been running the piss out of that car. Penske just looks really strong.
I think Austin's coming into his own.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like they've given him time to develop. Obviously, he got that win, which bought him more than enough time. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like we see this time and time again. You give these young kids a cup ride, they're not really ready for it, even though you think they are, but they're not ready to lead a team. You know what I mean? And then they finally get a few years under their belt, and they're like, okay, we got a good thing going here. So
I think that's what's gonna happen with Heim, and same thing for Zilich if they do it to them. I feel like the same exact thing's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it very well could, and that's the thing. You just got to give these kids time. I mean, we're talking about it right now with Ty Gibbs. I mean, that kid's a hell of a race car driver, but like if his last name wasn't Gibbs, he'd be on the hot seat right now.
It would. It's all going downhill for him. Like it should be going up, but it's all going. I mean, I get and I do sympathize with the team. You know, there's a whole bunch of different changes. They have a new crew chief, new pit team. Like the whole entire. Everything's changed. And I get they're still working through the kinks, but like at the same time, it should be up, shouldn't be down. And if anything, his career was up, and then last season, near like mid-season, it was just That's when he had all the transmissions blow up. Engines were going bad, and he was blowing fucking soup and chocolate milk out the exhaust.
Right. I mean, like I said, luckily he had that great start to the year to kind of fall back on and show that he can do it. So I don't know. I think it's just one of those things. It's growing pains and growing up of being a race car driver, growing up in the spotlight like that. I don't know how old is Austin Cindric. He's probably like 30.
I think he's like 26.
Is he that young?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he didn't start out. He didn't start out oval racing. He started out actually GT racing.
No, yeah, that's all I'm thinking. Yeah. I thought he was like 30.
He's younger.
He's like, okay. Well, either way, so I mean that proves my point even more so that these young guys. You got to give them time to develop and become team players and team building race car drivers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great run for Austin Cindric again. It's another top 20. I mean, not the best day, but you keep running like that.
He still ran up front most of the race and then kind of faded back after stage 3. But I mean,
yeah,
JGR made a strong comeback. Kind of poking around.
The 11 car looked good.
11
new,
car
new
looked
sponsor
good.
On it.
It probably makes him feel a lot better and more secure having a sponsor like that. So
Well, I mean, I think this obviously doesn't happen overnight or
hmm
1 week. You know what I mean? I think this has obviously been in the works since
oh
Daytona
god,
or
yeah.
so.
With 18
So
with 18 races like secured, like that's
it's
obviously that's a big
happening
deal.
a lot. Yeah,
It's a
there was
big
a
deal.
lot behind the scenes going on, and so I mean, I was never worried about it. Like that's a prominent ride with a prominent race car driver that's gonna win. You're gonna get TV time, whether it's good, bad. Like that car is gonna be on TV. So. It was a good looking race car in my opinion. I feel like maybe a few little changes here and there. I feel like maybe progressive across the hood instead of the big P. I wasn't a big
I,
fan of that.
I hope that him and Chase don't run the prime scheme and that one at the same time. It's gonna be like scratching your head. Or you're like, well, you got the same exact car, but one's a Chevy, one's a Toyota, because
Yeah,
it's the same exact fucking thing.
yeah. Either way, cool to see a new sponsor in the sport.
hmm
Hopefully, I would like to see Denny Hamlin in some of those progressive commercials. Those are usually pretty funny. I feel like they could do a good job maybe with him
Did he ride a
marketing.
fucking motorcycle?
Yeah, I feel like Denny's pretty good at that. You know what I mean?
Oh god, yeah.
Denny has some good pizzazz and good theater. So yeah, I'd like to see that. Hopefully, we get some good ads from that relationship. But yeah, he looked good on Sunday. Led 15 laps, ended up finishing fifth. Um, yeah, I
I
feel
was
like
surprised
Tyler
we
Reddick
didn't have an
a
overtime
little.
too.
Yeah, you're right. No overtime.
But what were you
Um,
saying about Reddick?
I say he had a kind of a down day when I mean your teammate led 56 laps. You thought maybe if you told me a 2311 car would lead 56 laps at Miami, I would be like, oh yeah, that's Tyler Reddick. You know what I
hmm
mean? So it was just interesting to me. Tyler Reddick did get outrun by Bubba all day. I mean that was a
Which is
great run
weird.
for. It is weird, but great run for Bubba. He needed a day like this, to build that confidence. He's having a really good start to the year. I think he's like top 5 in points or something like that. So yeah, he's having a great start to the year. I know they haven't gotten the finishes maybe that they wanted, but he's been
Uh-huh.
running really well. Um, but yeah, shout out Kyle Larson.
Fuck yeah.
Um,
Shout out Kyle Larson. I'm actually wearing a Larson hat right now. Y'all can't tell. I'm not a Larson fan,
57
but it's
sprint car.
I will rep anything Larson outside of NASCAR. I do have one Larson Cup hat. It was because I bought it because I wanted the Raja. I want something to like because Raja wore like the basic Hendrick car one with the Chevy on the side, but I couldn't find one. I was like, fuck man, I'm gonna buy a Larson hat. So I bought that one, and I also have his IndyCar shit because I mean, it's sick as fuck. I mean, why would
Yeah.
you not buy? Even if you're not a fan, that's still sick as fuck. I mean, that
Hell yeah.
scheme was beautiful, and you got to rep whenever someone runs a double. So I always support it.
Hell
But
yeah.
uh, yeah, man, go Larson, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Probably go back to back, honestly. If a Hendrick car does not win on Martinsville, then I will shit my pants.
Say again?
I said if a Hendrick car does not win on Martinsville, then I will shit my pants. I'm not going to bet on a Hendrick car, but I will say that.
Yeah.
I feel like this race is going to be, like I said earlier, either really good or really bad. Let's
Um,
see what we got for odds, though.
yeah, you want to do some picks?
Are trucks racing?
Yes, Friday night.
I don't see any odds.
Let me see what I got. What site are you on?
I was on DraftKings a minute ago. They have Xfinity Cup, but I didn't see truck.
All right, let me see what I got.
I'm gonna try and
On
get
the
on.
old Hard Rock.
Try and get old FanDuel. Ah, fuck me, my password reset.
All right, Truck Series. No, that's just driver futures. So no truck odds yet. We'll have to put out a card come Friday.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to give picks? I guess we can still give our picks.
God damn, I gotta think.
Let's see if any
Short
cut
track.
guys are going here. Hang on a second. Entry list.
Mm,
Here we go. That's not what I wanted. Shit.
God damn, I don't know who to pick. I mean, you could just go lock, like auto lock, and go Hammer Majeski, but
I mean, is there
I'm gonna
anybody
say
else?
fuck it. Why not? The 19-1 swept this race last year, so give me Hemrick. I'll take Hemrick.
Daniel Hemrick. I like it.
I thought I'd never pick Daniel Hemrick in my life. but here we are.
The hamster. Let's see. I'm gonna check my thing here real quick. Give me Ty Majeski.
It's a good pick. Finished second last year, so I mean,
Yeah, give me Ty Majeski. All right, on to Xfinity, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, man.
All right, I'm gonna lead us off. Damn, your boy. They got your boy handcuffed up here, man.
I know I can't pick him. I don't think. I want to lock it. I want to say that's my lock is Eric, but I don't feel like we should pick him because that's like
You know what I'm gonna do?
plus 200 is.
I'm gonna go. This isn't crazy. This could happen. Give me Carson Quapple plus 1300
Mm,
first Xfinity win.
mm.
Short track guy at the short track.
Why is Sammy Smith plus 5,500? What the fuck?
Sammy Smith?
Yeah, he's plus 5,500. I'm not picking him,
What?
but still, I'm just looking. Yeah, on DraftKings.
Damn, he's plus 600
Or,
on.
sorry, plus 550. I said 5,500.
Oh, that's what I was like, wait, what?
But still, I was like, that's too high for him. I think.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, what I want to do or what I hope happens is I hope your boy runs like shit in practice and those odds come down a little bit. Or
mhm,
maybe the
mhm,
books gets like come to their senses. Because plus
mhm.
220 right now, I hate that for a race win.
Oh god, that's terrible. I'm in DraftKings is plus 200.
Yeah, I mean even worse. So like I said, I wouldn't play that just for the sheer what it's not good investment.
I'm gonna be that guy. Sheldon Creed gets his first win. Him and
Okay, I
Austin Hill are
like
gonna
it.
beat
Hey,
the fuck
look,
out of each other
couple of first time
once again.
winners.
Once again.
Couple of first time winner picks. I like it.
And like I said, he's matured more, man. And you put him and Austin Hill side by side, I feel like it will be Austin causing the shit once again.
Yeah.
So that's plus 800 on that one. Cup
Plus
though.
800.
Um, damn, it's not bad. They got Priest plus 3,000. It's not a bad pick. Short track too, in a good car, and he's proved it.
I mean, he ran really. Was it last year? No, that was.
It's every year he runs
was-
well at Martinsville.
Well, I mean, the one year he led basically a bunch until he like sped on pit road or some dumb shit.
Oh,
He was
that
leading.
was not last year.
No, it wasn't last year. It was the year before
No.
last.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
Eric led some of that race too. Because I remember I was wearing my Smithfield pit shirt, and Eric led like 30 laps, and then Blaney passed him with like 40 to go, and then ran away with it.
yeah.
But I'm gonna say, man, I gotta lock it. I feel like first short track for a short track guy. Give me Josh Berry plus 2,800, which is not bad at all. Even a top 5 is plus 350, and a top 3 is plus 700.
Plus 2,500. I don't hate it. I like it. Good pick,
Mm-hmm.
Josh Berry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, can I pick two?
As long as I can.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with like the chalky Denny Hamlin pick. I feel like he's definitely due for a win. This is a good track for him. Runs really well here, but I also like Alex Bowman. He's a past winner here at Martinsville. We know that Hendrick
Mm.
dominated here. At that plus 2,500 looks appetizing to me for Alex Bowman to get it, especially after the
Oh,
way they ran last week.
Burt Myers is running again too. Fuck, sorry, I forgot about that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Burt's running again. I totally forgot about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but still,
No, that's all good.
Burt's got higher odds than Todd Dillon and Cody Ware right now.
Mm.
That's bad. That's bad. No, yeah, that's a good pick though. Also, love Noah's scheme he's running this weekend. It's the A&W. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't.
He's
That's
running
fire,
the
though.
four A&W scheme, and it is fucking hot.
It's fire.
It's hot.
I did see Busher's like
Old El
old El
Paso?
Paso. That shit's fire too.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's
A
banging.
Kroger, man, I feel like that is one of the best sponsors to have.
It really is. I mean,
Yeah,
even I feel like I've talked about it on this show before. Even when they were on Ricky's card, they always put out some fire ass schemes.
I know, and it's kind of annoying to see like a different fucking thing every week because like I wish they'd
No,
go back to
I'm
having
kind
one
of with
scheme.
that though.
I miss the you had the one primary scheme and you barely ran a second scheme. Like you barely ran the
Yeah,
other
I
ones. I
know.
miss those days, but like it can be annoying for some people. I know that for like older fans who are like, I want my one scheme back.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
it's not like Fox is showing more than one car on the broadcast anyway. So shit.
that is true.
You know what I mean? Look at the ticker. You see where your boy's running.
For my second pick though,
Go ahead
I'm
and
gonna go
take two.
Priest plus 3,000. Another short track guy. He fucking whoops ass in modifieds and short tracks, and I feel like now that he's in a good car, he's shown in Martinsville too that he can run up front in a shit car, and he did it every year for SHR. I mean, it was him, Briscoe, and Kevin always up front, and even Eric too sometimes. Uh, but I feel like this could be a very, very, very good showing for him. Is
Mm-hmm.
really, I think this could be good for RFK in general. I know we're gonna see a lot because I mean, look at Brad. He's a previous winner at Darlington from last year. So I mean, even for next week, I mean, we could see how good these cars actually run, and Busher could run up front too. I wouldn't say this week, but uh, the clip can treat them very nice. I'll say that. And with tracks like this, I feel like these are more bred towards Brad and Priest. As we know, Busher's kind of the road course guy now, always really
Mm-hmm.
consistent, or on any other track will kind of poke around for most of it. Uh, just kind of one of those quiet guys. Like you won't notice him, but then he finishes the race and you're like, oh shit, Busher's up here. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, I'm just excited to see Busher run another road course again because I got just after seeing him beat the fuck out of SVG at the Glen, it was like I was like, wow, that was great. Last like 3 laps right there, watching him chase down like the guy who everyone thought was gonna run away with it, and
Yeah.
then pass him for the lead. But that's besides the point. Top tens though, I feel like we should go Suarez down. Suarez plus 275. Down from there.
Okay. Well, my list is completely different from that.
What's yours?
Um, I'll just flip over to DraftKings so we
Okay.
can have the same odds.
Because Ty Gibbs is above that at plus 160 and then Noah plus 200. But I think if we do Suarez down, it'd be good.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
You want to go first?
I'll let you go ahead.
I'm going to say fuck it. He ran, I know it's a mile and a half compared to a short track, but he ran super fucking well and like surprised a lot of people on Sunday. And if he keeps it up, then fuck, he could get some serious points. But give me Austin Dillon plus 400.
All right.
I'm going to lock
It's
that in.
solid pick. Solid pick.
Very odd pick. I will say that.
Yeah. Um. Let's see. I'm trying to do a little research here, so it's not a crazy pick.
I'm staring at one right now. It's real attractive.
I'm looking at one right here that I think is gonna be attractive. 1 second. 1 second. I want to look back at the fall race. Oh, maybe he didn't run fall. Maybe he ran spring. No, either way. All right, I'm gonna go Michael McDowell plus 700.
I figured you would took Hocevar.
I was thinking Shane Van Gissenberg, but
That's not a bad pick
or
actually.
honestly,
After how we ran at the Clash.
or Todd Gilliland. Todd Gilliland is pretty good here too.
I feel like he's been the worst out of the FRM drivers right now. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see much of him. I see more of Zane and Noah than anything.
Well, yeah, Noah ran top 11 here last fall, and here it is right. Shane Van Gisbergen ran 12th here last fall. So Shane Van Gisbergen, I'm sticking with it plus 500.
That could be good.
Could be good.
Well, hell yeah. I don't know if there's anything else going on this weekend. Got Sweet 16 basketball coming up.
I'll be watching some of that.
Go Vols. Playing Kentucky Friday. Baseball season starts tomorrow. MLB. Guards play the Royals. The Nats are, don't even waste your time with that. So
Nats the Nats. I'm more worried about the Capitals right now, my big guy. Best team in hockey right now.
are you?
Yeah.
Well, we got baseball tomorrow, and then we got some more Sweet 16 basketball
y'all
on
don't know
Friday.
nothing about no hockey in Eastern Tennessee.
Not really. We don't. I mean, we have the Preds, but you don't really see many hockey fans around here. Is the thing. Like me.
And that's like Central Tennessee. I feel like if you're like,
Oh God,
it's like
yeah.
more of like a niche to Nashville thing.
Yeah, I feel like people just rep it because it's like their hometown team. It's like kind of like
That
Braves
too.
fans.
Or
They're not actually
it's
Braves
like a
fans.
destination. Like a lot of people come like when they're in Nashville and they're like, oh, I'll go see my hockey team play.
Well, we have a team in Knoxville. We have the Ice Bears.
Is that Nashville's farm team?
I think so. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's. I know it's like the lower division. I don't know what
Yeah,
they AHL.
AHL. Yep.
Yeah, AHL. Yeah. We have that, and then we also have the Knoxville Smokies, which is our baseball team. That's our AAA affiliate, and the Cubs own us. They
Shit,
just
that's
now
AAA.
AA, whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a big difference between single A, double A.
It's
AAA.
wait.
Like
It's
AAA would be pretty serious ball, but single A is like. I mean, you're still affiliated with a minor league team or major league team, but it's like the lowest division of that.
I think it's double because they're
Double A,
pretty
okay.
serious. So we play a lot of the local teams. So we play like Cincinnati's, and we play like
Yeah,
a
I mean
bunch of
they're
other ones.
all
But,
like, yeah. I'll have to look up to it and see what it is. But yeah, that sounds fun.
what's his name? Dude who played for the Mets. Fucking, I know it's gonna sound weird. He's very crazy. Back in like the 80s and 90s. God damn it. Daryl Strawberry. He played for him.
Okay.
He played for him. He played for the Smokies actually. So that tells you anything. Crazy ass guy. If you watch a 30 for 30, goddamn, you need to. Fuck me, dude. It is. He was batshit crazy, but he played for the Tennessee Smokies is what they called it back then because they were still in Pigeon Forge, but they just now built and moved the stadium this year to Knoxville, and they're playing for the first time this year.
The logo looks sick.
It does. It does.
It's got like definitely Cubs logo. I can tell it's the Cubs. I like that.
There's also another team in my hometown.
So it's a brand new stadium.
Yep, very brand new, just built.
Nice.
They've been building it for like 2-3 years
So
now.
yeah, double A affiliate of the Chicago Cubs.
There you go. Then we have one in our hometown. It's single A though. It's really low, but they're owned by the White Sox, and it's the Kingsport Axemen.
Oh yeah.
That's the other one we have, but that's in my hometown.
Fredericksburg Nationals. Not very original at all.
I got a Montgomery Biscuits hat too. I found it at a thrift store, and I was like, it reminded me of Travis with how many Biscuits games he used to go to. But
yeah.
Yeah, man. Baseball this week. Baseball tomorrow. Sweet 16 basketball Friday.
Tomorrow.
Got some. Oh yeah, tomorrow. We got some racing on Friday, and then we got more NASCAR on Saturday. Got more basketball, and Sunday, the big day.
Be at the clip. Hell
Be at
yeah.
the clip. Yep. And next week we're on to what, Darlington?
On to Darlington. We got some throwbacks. So maybe next week, maybe we'll
Speak
do
about a little bit of those.
We'll do a throwback draft like me and Travis used to do.
Yeah, we can do it on the screen. We can put them we can rank them.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll come up with
plan that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Good shit.
All right, bro. Well, have a good week. Good podcast.
Good shit.
And we'll talk to y'all next week. See you.
Deuce.